doors through the highways, and on we'll go.
Hello everyone and welcome to this video. So today we're going to be talking about a new area that we're going to get in the near future, as well as new main story quests, which is quite exciting. The area, I guess, has kind of been in the game for so many years now, and honestly, on one hand, I am glad that we're going to finally get it, but on the other, I'm kind of conflicted because of some things that I'm gonna talk about later. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video as always, and if you do, make sure to subscribe, it really means a lot. And now let's get into it. So the area that I was talking about is the Devil's Gap. The area has been in the game, I think, since Harvest counties were added to Star Stable, but the area, as in Devil's Gap, has also been a part of some old Star Stable games, you know, Star Stable's predecessors, and it has played a vital role in, you know, the main story of those games. But in the game, I think we do have one quest surrounding it, and it is very mysterious, and, you know, people tell us to not open the gate to Devil's Gap. But yeah, the Devil's Gap is this area near Jarlaheim. There's a gate that leads to it, but it is always closed, though you can just jump over the wall and, you know, go check it out. It didn't really get many updates, but I think it did change a little in either like 2020, 2021, or 2022, something like that. But yeah, the Devil's Gap is an area that can only be reached through the Devil's Gap passage, which can be entered through an iron gate in Jarlheim. The gate is currently locked and the area is inaccessible. According to Dorith Jarlsson, in Devil's Gap there are caves that have been sacred to Vala, which are the sacred women from Jon Jarl's time. In Starshine Legacy, the Riddle of Dark Core, and Star Stable the Autumn Rider, the Devil's Gap is a narrow cliff with precipices on each side that runs through an area near the Jorvik stables. In Starshine Legacy, Alex enters Devil's Gap in an attempt to rescue her little brother James from Katya, and in the current game, so Star Stable Online, as I mentioned, an NPC called Gavin told the player to never open the gate leading to Devil's Gap. So from all of this information, I guess there's always been this kind of mystery surrounding the Devil's Gap, and it's perceived as this dark area that's connected to the Dark Riders, Pandoric energy, and there's also been many theories about, you know, Garnog being located there. Before we continue talking about that, let's go back to the present day. So in one of Star Stable's news articles, they mentioned that we're going to get new main story quests in May, and the last main story quest that we had was us basically watering Life Warden, though I haven't done it yet, but I really have to do it now. Other than really brief speculation, we really, I guess, have no idea what the new main story quests are going to be about, but Star Stable Adventures on YouTube posted a video a few hours ago that had some really interesting information in it about the Devil's Gap. And basically it is just a bunch of files that SSO has recently added to their game, and these are the most interesting ones, and I guess they kind of confirmed that we are finally going to get the Devil's Gap as, you know, an area. So they're basically called Race Escape Devil's Gap. So it seems like we're going to, I don't know, I guess go to Devil's Gap, and maybe some Dark Riders are going to find us, and then we're going to have to escape from them. Star Stable Adventures speculates that we might be able to go to the Devil's Gap through the portal that is located in the Fort Maria library, and says it is weird that the Devil's Gap isn't really getting any changes, though I think that is not actually that weird, because many times when SSO, you know, updates an area or adds a new one, we don't really see the progress. Maybe with an area like the Starshine Ranch, they did flatten out the surface, but that was it. Like, we didn't get a few bushes or trees randomly added throughout the week, so I don't think that's that strange. So yeah, I think it's really interesting that they added this into the files, But also, I guess we kind of already know how the Devil's Gap is gonna look like. This isn't, I guess, completely confirmed, but I talked about this, I think, a few months ago in one of my videos where I talked about the Devil's Gap. But basically, one of Star Stable's concept artists has a page where they post all of it. So here it is. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm going kind of fast. But for example, here you can see some posters, some backgrounds, some like work in progress pictures of different areas. And one of them is actually like, here is the Baroness area, and then some of the druid training. So yeah, you get the gist of it. They basically work for SSO, they have to do concept art and all of that. As I said, a few months ago, I mean, a few weeks, months ago, whatever, I talked about this because some people actually found this picture, which is titled Devil's Gap Concert Stage, which basically means that this is the Devil's Gap that we're going to get. I mean, obviously it is not confirmed, but I guess it really could be it. It does look like it is underground, and I mean, it is titled Devil's Gap. I think the biggest disappointment here is, well, it's in the picture, it's in the middle of it, it's in the title. Like, concert stage, what? I'm so confused. But anyway, here's the picture. Here's the silhouette of what I would guess us. Here are some like shadows. There's mountains, a star, a horse, and then a comet, I think. And then there's the concert stage, and it seems like everyone's having a really good time. Like, I'm so confused. And then here, some more work in progress pictures, and then the I don't know what it's called, like bird view, is that it, of the area? Wait, what does this say? Yeah, horse box for 1 player plus horse. Oh, I didn't even notice this the last time that I was checking the pictures. Is there any other text? No. I am just at a loss for words with this picture. It is so confusing. It is so disappointing. Like, I hope that they scrap this idea, because I cannot imagine this, place filled with darkness and mystery to just end up being a really fun, warm, like, concert area. It is just so, like, I don't even know what to say. But along with this concept art, there are 2 others which might be connected. One of them is this one, which is called Wilding Ways Chaos Dimension, and it seems like this is another new area, I guess. It is kind of similar to Pandoria in a sense that it has a lot of floating islands, there's some runes, and I guess this is like the Pandoric energy, or maybe the Chaos Dimension energy. It seems to be set in like space or something. I'm so confused. There's so many books with like ruins, and there's a portal in the middle of this, I forgot what it is called, like the pavilion. It looks like the one in New Hillcrest, and I don't know, all of this, like, I just cannot make sense of it. And then we have another picture which might be for a new book cover or something. It is titled Beatrix Rider and the Fairies Rowan. So yeah, the Bellatrix Rider, some concept art, some final art. And then again, we have this like pavilion, a horse that looks like it is in distress, a portal, a shadowy figure, and then Beatrix Rider, or I guess Beatrix. I'm sorry for my pronunciation. But yeah, I'm like, Lord Oathshaw. Like, what? I cannot make sense of this. If anyone can like connect all of this, I would really appreciate it. I guess this does kind of look like Portal, with a portal room in Fort Maria. I guess the color scheme is kind of like similar. It has a lot of dark colors, a lot of blues, and I guess this one kind of looks similar. But again, all of this is so confusing, and I don't know what to say. It seems like we're going to be at least getting the Devil's Gap, which I hope doesn't look like this because yeah, that would be something. Honestly, I mean, I don't really read the main story because I don't really want to be invested in the story. I feel like not even, you know, the Star Stable team knows where it's going, and I just don't wanna, you know, be emotionally invested into something like that, because in the end I'm just gonna be sad and disappointed. But even though I don't really read it, I still, I guess, care about it, and I feel like this would be kind of devastating. But yeah, I feel like I've talked enough. So yeah, like, what do you think about all of this? Let me know in the comments down below. It is just so confusing. But yeah, I hope you still enjoyed this video, and I'm gonna see you in my next one. Bye.